Hey guys, author Daniel Coolbaugh here. I am continuing my series on the Kevin Hearne Iron Druid Chronicles. Today we're talking about Staked, all right? And like I said, the previous video that I did on Shattered, I started to read this on a weekend where my wife was out of town with some girlfriends and my old roommate, Jace, if you're out there. He was busy working. So I went to Barnes& and Noble and I picked that one up earlier in the week. I saved it for when they were both busy, and man alive, did it only take me 2 days, but really it was probably like, between breaks and stuff, like wasn't really that long, several hours. To the point where like I was really upset that Barnes and Noble was closed on the Saturday night that I finished Shattered. And then I went the next day and grabbed Staked really, really early. As soon as Barnes and Noble opened, which I think was like 11. And then I got through like, I don't know, a good portion, like 40% before my wife came back into town. Sorry, I've had interviews and things and videos all day, but I'm almost done with filming videos for the series. So I'm trying to wrap up today. So let me go over this blurb real fast. When a druid has lived for 2,000 years like Atticus, he's bound to run afoul of a few vampires. Make that legions of them. Now the toothy troublemakers and their power-mad leader, Theophilus, hopefully I said that right, have become a huge problem, and it's time to solve it. So, as always, Atticus could use a little backup, but his allies have problems of their own. Ornery Archdruid Owen Kennedy has troll trouble that's anything but water under the bridge. And Granule is desperate to free herself of the Norse god Loki's mark. Big consequence from Shattered, by the way. A quest that will bring her face to face with several Slavic nightmares. When his globe-trotting efforts to stop Theophilus lead Atticus to Rome, the Eternal City seems a fitting place to end an immortal. But poetic justice won't come without a price. In order to defeat Theophilus, Atticus may have to lose an old friend. So it's kind of this one. Oh man, loved Hunted. Got a lot of inspiration from Hunted. Really loved Shattered, where it's like expanding. It's weird because now that I think about it, like gotta go back now. So like with Hunted and then Shattered and then Staked, like this is really I think where I really start to get some ideas at the time as an urban fantasy author. I was writing fantasy and sci-fi at the time. Hunted, I got a character from in here that I really liked, so I got an idea for my first book, first full book for my Monster Hunter series, The Thing to Wither, which is called Hunter's Moon. And then from Shattered, I would say Hunter 2, I got a lot of world building, like ideas and things like that, like things I wanted to do because I loved how Kevin did them. But Staked is really where I got kind of like that idea of like monster hunting from. So these books in particular in the series really like helped me to get my ideas for my own series. And I kind of just put them away as like a kernel, right? But man, did I love Staked. I'm a huge Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. All right. And I love this series, and I thought, oh, man, like what Kevin does in here, like how they kill vampires, how they can hunt them, what they can't do with the magic system and stuff, with the consequences, like it really, really, really was really cool, and it really set me onto a path of creating my own Monster Hunter magic system and things like that with my shifters, how they shift, all these different things, what they can do, what they can't do, and really like with these books, like where the mythology really came from like where my monster hunters come from. So I have monster hunters that are human. I have monster hunters that are somewhat in between, monster hunters that aren't human. So this book though really helped me to get like what I wanted to get was that feel. So I hope when people read Hunter's Moon, the first book in my Nathaniel Wither series, I hope you also think, if you've read Staked, you're like, holy crap, this feels like Staked, Supernatural, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like those are the three things that I really want you, to think of and to really feel. So that's what I really loved about this book. By the time you get to the end, man alive, it's really hard for me to pick a favorite book in this series. I keep saying, like, going between Hexed and Hammered, but the more I'm going back over the series, I'm like, ooh, I like absolutely flew through Hunted, Shattered, Staked. Like, this is probably the hardest, even like, this is a collection of short stories, which I'm going to talk about next. Even this one, like, had some amazing stories in it. It was a great book, in my opinion. And I don't really usually consider, no offense, collection of short stories, unless they're like Kevin Hearne, Patricia Briggs. I don't know. I'm not really into collection of short stories that much, unless it's an author I really love, like Kevin or Patricia. Um, Unless it's like Dresden Files with Jim Butcher. So I'm a hard sell for a collection of short stories, particularly on one author. I like a lot of times like an anthology, like we're doing for Arcane Awakenings, where it's like multiple authors. So this book, though, like I don't know, it's really hard for me. Like there were parts in this one that I really loved, some stories that were super cool, really got to like your heart and stuff, and really like helped to expand the characters. But this book, I think, in terms of like adventure in the series, between like these two, really made me think, oh man, urban fantasy can really be about adventure and like episodic adventures, even within a series. And yeah, this book really changed my mind on what urban fantasy could be, I guess is the best way I want to put it, and how I wanted to write an urban fantasy book. And yeah, I think Steak, really gave me, a lot of wants as an author, because Kevin fulfilled a lot of my needs as a reader, if that makes sense. And yeah, this is one of the books I'm like getting most excited about rereading, because I just remember absolutely flying through this one, and I was so excited because this one I think I had to wait like I think I had to wait like probably like 8 to 10 weeks almost till this one came out. Because I got this one, I believe. Oh, I think I lied to you guys. Oh, so sorry. So actually, this one actually did not come out when I was in Arizona. So I did not, because I didn't get this one signed by Kevin. Oh, maybe I didn't get staked either. Okay, I lied to you guys. So, I must not have got this one. Must have been the one that was coming out right when I met Kevin, because I remember one was coming out like right after that. Um, yeah, so I didn't get these last three signed, so I have to get the last three signed. I was trying to see what year this was. I thought this was the same year. I remember I flew through this book though. Yeah, this is 2016. Yeah, November. Yeah, so this must have been like after. So this was like I was coaching soccer here, but I remember specifically my wife was out of town, so she went with some friends. I don't know if it's like Philly or the city or what. But yeah, I remember that. But yeah, so I didn't get these three signed. But yeah, I really want Kevin to sign these last three. I want him to sign this one in particular because I absolutely love this book, and I can't wait to talk to him again in person, or by online, and say, Staked was really the one that, settled it for me, where I was like, I gotta write urban fantasy at some point. I didn't know how quickly that would come about. I guess it did take like 3 years or so, maybe four. But yeah, I definitely think you guys should check out Staked. If you love vampire hunts, love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, if you've gotten, the rest of the series done up to this point, you love Shattered, you're going to absolutely love Staked. So I'll probably take a break today because I'm losing my voice. But I will, film the last two tomorrow, and then I'll start to get these up between this week and next week. But hope you guys check out my main series video, Why I Love Iron Druid Chronicles by Kevin Hearne. I talk a little bit about the series without giving anything away. And then I have everything from Hounded all the way up to this video, and Besieged is next, and then Scourge will be after that. So make sure you guys, check out the other videos. Please make sure you check out Kevin's book. He's such all of his books, his other series as well. He's such an amazing guy, amazing author, and I love when kind people, get their just desserts in life. So you will also be very, very happy, in my opinion, with Atticus O'Sullivan and the Iron Druid Chronicles. Please subscribe to this channel. This is my author channel. I'll be doing a lot of stuff like this. I'm going to be interviewing a lot of urban fantasy authors the next 6 months on here. And please make sure to check out my podcast, the Fantasy and Sci-Fi Fanatics Podcast, in the description. Season 6 is on the rise here, end of August, and we'll have my friend, who's also an urban fantasy author, Lou Paduano. I'm hoping to have him on here live on this channel soon, so you can check out our second interview, which is the first one of season 6. Please check out my Kickstarter urban fantasy anthology, Arcane Awakenings. Again, 17 stories, 18 authors, including myself. My story in there is called No Rest for the Wicked. I will do a separate video on that when it is time. But please check out our pre-launch link. Our cover drops Monday, July 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my other podcast channel, the Fantasy and Sci-Fi Fanatics Podcast. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And as always, happy reading, my friends. See you guys later.